Morning YouTubers, I'm going to try and finish off the wiring loom today on the Race Mini. So just got the car out of the garage. It's a bit fresh out here at the moment. The sun is up but it's not round the front of the house, so it's a little fresh. Going to get set up, try and set this camera up to film some of the stuff I'm going to do today and tackle this spaghetti junction of a wiring loom. Let's get cracking. So here we have enough wiring to stretch the length of the M1. A lot of wiring. So anyway, all of this stuff hanging outside the car is to go. The positive battery lead is going to stay in the loom. That's all running down the side here. That will be shortened because the battery is going to live here. So we'll get that fixed later on today. The extinguisher bottle is going to live in this location here. We're just double checking everything is all secure and working, and this will all be neatly wrapped and secured to the side. And then that is heading up into the old speaker hole, and that runs up inside the wheel arch there and runs to the rear light, so that should keep the back of the car all very neat and tidy. And there's a little wiring on show, rain light to fit round at the back, and then obviously we've got to do the same the other side. So you can see we've already started to feed the wires up through, more wiring to take out. And the other thing we're thinking of doing is possibly spinning the fuse box out so you can actually see it, because it is quite a dark little hole under there, and if anything blows it's not easy when you're leaning over a roll cage to check everything. So hopefully we're going to swing that out so it's more visible, should I get it right, more visible to see if anything needs changing quickly. So that's where we're at, and it's rather chilly, wind's blowing, the sun's disappeared at the moment. I think it's time for another cup of tea, and I'll try and set this up and capture a bit of footage of me trying to tidy up a wire loom. Catch you in a bit. So, got the loom trimmed down, cloth tape. Try and wrap this up, and also we have this rather sexy sleeving to try and put on, and it's kind of rubbery texture, so hopefully should get no rattles in the car if this happens to jiggle about a bit. But let's see how we get on. Rightio, so a view from the other side of the car. So far so good. It looks quite neat in this sleeve stuff. So yeah, got it up there, got back down through. That's the to do with the fuel tank and brake sensors go through there. But so I decided to leave the positive lead outside because the tubing diameter wasn't wide enough to hide that inside there. But that's not going to be too bad because that's just going to run down there to the centre of the car. And now got a box full of clips and brackets. So this goes over the loom and attaches to these spiky little studs there. So just got to decide if we're going to tape it to the loom or tie strap it. So I think I'm going to tie some tie straps on them first. And yeah, there's a few, if you can see, there's a few of those studs dotted around the car. So put a few on to keep the loom down the side of the car and hopefully look really neat. So there we have it, got it clipped in there, clipped there, clipped there. runs up quite neatly, clipped there, goes up around the back there, clipped up into there, and then I found a nice little clip for that section, so hopefully that does look rather neat. Quite impressed with that. I'm happy with it. Like I say, we've just got that fuse board to hopefully swing around to make it more accessible and easy to view. Power lead, battery power positive lead to shorten it, and that'll be routed around there like I said earlier. Yeah, not too bad. Now just the driver's side. Oh my god, wow, it is like spaghetti. So hopefully we can get this side as neat as the passenger side. But tea break time. Catch you in a bit. Well, that's it for the day. Rain has stopped play a little bit for us because we're working outside and we didn't put the awning up. But yeah, I think we've achieved a lot. So let me show you around what we've done. So, standing at the back of the car, you can see now that the wiring loom has been tidied up. So we've got it fed through the old speaker holes up to the back there, so it leaves it all nice and clean around here, nice and tidy. Those holes are for the petrol tank access hole panels, so they're to go on. So let's move around the passenger side. Unfortunately, we ran out of time for doing the battery, but that's still, like I said earlier, the battery's going there, the extinguisher bottle's going there. But we've also managed to, my dad's managed to swing this around, make a nice little bracket, so the fuse panel is more visible and easier access if needed. The wiring loom, we got into that lovely, what do you call that, sort of flexi conduit stuff. Leads up quite nicely through there, tied it up round there. Show you down the driver's side, so finished there, just a few little bits finished there, but we've got it all through there with the connectors we kept. Fixings goes up through there, goes through the hole. So I think in all, it looks very tidy. Still got this central loom to sort out. I think before we were thinking of putting it up through there, but anyway, so that's a few finishing touches on that side of it. But in all, I think the car's looking really tidy inside. Get you a view from around this side, you can see the fuse box a little better there. The loom coming through there and goes up through in that speaker hole. So keeping the back all nice and tidy. So the next few jobs, like I say, we've got the battery and extinguisher bottle to fix up. We've got the false floor plate to go in. That panel to paint up because we had to remove a little bit of sound deadening from there. What else have we got? So yeah, the false floor to go in, accelerator pedal to reattach, brake pedal, a little adapter plate to fit, and then the next section is then sorting out the control panel, and obviously where the safety switches are going to go for the kill switch and the extinguisher pull. Obviously might make a bracket up in that area and might make our own, or sort out our own toggle switches, but that job is for another day, because as you can see on the windscreen it is drizzling and the inside of the car is getting wet, which is rather annoying. So yeah, that's it for the day. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more work.